Hello and welcome to Anthony's Brick Builds, and today we'll be going over the newest LEGO UCS set for my collection. This is the 75382 UCS TIE Interceptor. This one came out in 2024 and has 1,932 pieces. Yeah, 31 pieces. Sorry about that. And this set retails for 230 USD. So I'm actually really excited about this. This is my first kind of mid-ship style set. I know I have the Jango Fett Slave 1 back here, but this is kind of my first in this realm, so I'm actually really excited to build this one. And before we go further on into this video though, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Turn notifications button on if you have not already. It really does mean the world to me and make all this fun stuff you see behind me happen. So this is a cool set. I'm excited to crack it open. Let's check out what's inside this awesome box.
Inside of the box we have 22 numbered bags, as you can see, a lot of bags. And then we have our small sticker sheet. Everything looks like it's just for the cockpit, which is pretty good. So all the exterior prints are like this one right here. This is printed, so that's really nice. Only unfortunate thing is my UCS my UCS display plaque was not in the bin. As you can see how scuffed it is already, so that sucks a little bit. And this is the glossy look to it, actually. If you can look over at the Jango Fett Starship, you can see the difference. Glossy, not glossy. Glossy, not glossy. So we'll see how it works, but not too crazy. But it just sucks that it's not perfect like the way I like stuff. But then we have our instruction booklet. We can open it up and we'll get a nice little write-up about the... Here, let me move this a little bit so we can read it. About the TIE Interceptor. As you can see, some pictures with the original TIE Interceptors from looks like probably Return of the Jedi, I think. Then we go here, we have the TIE Fighter in Universe, which I would love if they did one with like sand blue for everything. That would be amazing. And this is a really cool like Endor mock. I've never seen this before. That looks really nice. And then over here we have the same guy that designed the original one from 2000 and what, 1999, 2001, something like that. Yeah, 2000 right here. He actually designed this one as well. So that is actually really cool. He's been here since day one. So that is really cool. And move on a little bit to get some more info about the set. And then it shows you how to pick it up. Pick it up by the cockpit. Do not pick it up by the wings. And then we start the set. It also does give a 25th anniversary little promo, and you get that book. That book is really crazy. And then we start it. So I'm going to build this set, and we'll check out the minifig, and then go into the UCS TIE Interceptor. All right, everybody, here is the TIE Interceptor. This thing is actually really, really cool. It is bigger than I would have expected it to be, and we'll showcase the next other sets in just a second, but let's get the more round perspective of how this thing is. It is really big, and I quite enjoy it. Let's go through the minifigs and just work our way up. So our minifigs here we have, first off, is the extremely nice Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. He's got some printed arms, as you can see right there. Really nicely done. Probably arguably the best TIE Fighter pilot we've ever had because of the arm printing. Mouse droid. Nice mouse droid. It's like LEGO does a mouse droid every 2 years, it feels like, because this was a mouse droid from, 2023, I guess, when it came out. And they just did a new one for the 2025 Death Star. So it is crazy how many mouse droid iterations LEGO has done. I should do a whole video on LEGO mouse droids. But we also had the 20th anniversary brick because this was made during 2024, 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. Then here is the UCS display plaque. I like it, other than I don't like the matte glossy finish. I would rather the matte finish to it. I just like it better, especially on the Jango Fett Starship. That one's much nicer, but this one, it is what it is. Really can't change it, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. But we have the stand right here. Stand's actually pretty nicely built. It's on an angle, so it's like shooting up towards the stars. I really like that. And let's just do the wings now. Since they're big and bulky and they're here, let's do them. So each wing is basically the same, just in a little bit of a different orientation. So one does all four. So we have some nice shaping up at the top right here. It tapers down into a nice point using some really nice pieces like, I forget what these are called, but it's this one right here. That one, the 2x4 slopey brick, something like that. We also use these large minifig pose element pieces right here. I think adds a little more detail right here. And then over here is actually a piece I didn't know Lego made, was this light gray train wheel. This is actually a train wheel, which actually is pretty cool. I've never seen them use that before in actual Lego train set, and I have a lot of Lego trains, so that's a pretty cool thing for Lego train guys watching this video. We also use shovels here for some cool detail around the blaster cannons, so that's pretty cool. Actually, I think these are the blaster cannons here and here, and then I forget what these are. These might be the missile ports right here, but the other wings pretty much the same. Same on over here, same on over here. But now the cockpit, this is where it's pretty cool. So when this set came out, there was some remarks for some creators saying that these look like straps going around it, and I agree and disagree with that statement. I think this is the best they could have done with the piece that they had at the time, and I still think this is the best they could do. It's a really hard shape to get done, and it is still probably one of the most impressive UCS sets I have in my collection. I really like it. I also love the game controllers here. I think that's really cool. This awesome 8x8 cockpit is really nicely done. And then back here is the back of it. I would have loved some pink back here. That would have been awesome to showcase that's flying around. And then let's just open up the top. Well, this is what the top printed piece looks like. It's really nice. And then you can kind of get a sense of it right here. You got an X-Wing and the joysticks. And you can kind of see just around all the sticker control panels. You can see some there. You can see some there. It's really nice, actually. I really enjoy this UCS set. It looks good. You cannot open the front. Yeah, you can't open the front, but you can fit your TIE Fighter pilot in there, which is a pretty nice plus to this really cool UCS TIE Interceptor. All right, so here's a quick, just a little sneak peek of the TIE Interceptor next to the Death Star. And then next to the Trench Run and Executor Super Star Destroyer. So this is pretty much the size of it. If you have these half Billy IKEA shelves, this is probably the size you're looking at. So it's a little bit perspective on size. And I really like this set next to like my Imperial shelf, my Death Star. It's a really nice set, and it doesn't stick out too much, honestly. It doesn't really stick out, which is pretty nice considering its size.
Thank you guys for joining me for this wonderful episode of Anthony's Brick Builds on the LEGO Star Wars UCS TIE Interceptor. I really love this set. I love it more than I thought I was going to going into building this set, and I'm so glad that I was able to build it and share it with you guys today. So before we end off this video though, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, turn notifications on if you haven't already. And the only other thing I want to mention about is when you have it on a table like this and you move it, it does wiggle a little bit. So if you have a table like that and you're going to be displaying, just keep aware it's a little bit of a wiggle, as you can see, but not too much to warrant not getting the set. But it's really cool. I really like it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. I'll see you guys next one. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Turn notifications on if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. May the Force be with you. Bye-bye.